Welcome, everybody. Can't believe it's November already. What? How crazy is that? Let's see what we've got today. So, for this week, as I always say, share. When you share, it allows it to go into the pot. When you share, it allows yourself to hear it, text it, whatever it is. It means it gets it out of your energetic and into your physical. So allow that to happen this week by, even if you're just journaling and writing it down for yourself. What's happening for you? How are you feeling? Like we always come to the end of the year, start to wrap up the year. And have you done everything that you wanted to do? Is there things that you still want to, actually, I need to grab at that. I need to move with that. I need that to feel that move through me. So what is that this week? Have a feel into that, because we've just started November. I can't believe it. What do we need? How do we get it? And what is stopping us today? So I have had complacency. Complacency has been my word this week. And it rocked my world. Like, that's a little process that I just want to share with you. Sometimes there's a certain word, and when you find it, you can really work with that. It can be like a process that you do, and you can work with that. So complacency for me was, where's there a little bit of grit? Where am I saying yes, but my body and my being is not? Where am I saying yes for somebody else? And finding that place for me has changed my world, because it means I get to always check back in with the wholeness, with my whole crew, with my whole kingdom. I get to check and see where I'm at. Am I actually doing that for me, or am I doing that for somebody else? So complacency, is the flip is to be knowing with self, to be knowing of your yes and your no, to be true to yourself. So for this week, complacency may be one of your words as well. See how it feel into it. When I first got told that word, I was really gritty about it. Like, I just do that. That's what I do. And then it's like, oh, interesting. And so then I started to work with that. And I was on a drive home, a big 6-hour drive home, and so much landed. So know that if something's coming up for you, be with it in the moment, because it's where the gold comes in. So what do we need? How do we get it? And what's stopping us? Let's see what we've got for this week. What do we need? How do we get it? And what's stopping us? This is interesting. I think this is what we had. We had 2 of these, but they were in a different situation, different place. So what do we need? Self. The self remains true. The self remains pure. We just have to listen. Your ego may be trying to take you away from the knowing of your whole self. That's exactly what the ego does. It splits you off into parts of you that are not all together. So it means that a part of you gets thrown off in a trauma or in an ego moment, and we think we can't handle whatever is going on. So that bit flicks off. So reminder that you need to bring your wholeness and make sure you're with your wholeness the whole time. So do not be troubled. Do not be misled. Yourself is totally unlimited and is guided by your heart and soul. All you need to do is listen and trust yourself. So really checking in this week. What do we need? We need to check in and make sure that our self remains true, that we're staying here, that we're not flicking parts off, that we're bringing all of our crew, all of ourselves, all of our kingdom, as I call it. We're bringing it all together, and we're sitting around like a community within ourselves saying, hey, are you okay? Where are you today? Oh, great. You're feeling awesome. That's so good. Okay, what do we need to do today? In doing it that way, instead of ego, where everything is split off, there's only one part of you, is what we need this week. So a reminder to check in on self and see if you're all together or if you're all fragmented. And if you're fragmented, bring it back together. If you need help with that, reach out, because I have some incredible processes for that. How do we get to the self? How do we stay with self? We realize that our issues are the things that throw us out in the first place. We realize that Our issues, how we look at our issues, is how we're going to stay here. So let's see what it says. Identify and face your issues. Yes, it may feel uncomfortable at first, but how many times do you wish to travel the same road? Current issues that you have been working on are being resolved. Other forces are at work here. Take your time and know that all the pieces of the jigsaw puzzles will slot in eventually. So, especially yourself, that's when we can identify our issues a lot quicker and move through them. We don't have to get attached to them and get ripped off into all our different parts. So we can keep together. And what's stopping us is rhythm. All right, we're back on. Sorry about that, guys. I had a pause. So what's stopping us? And when that pause happens, it means we really want to listen to this card. So what do we need? Self. How do we get it? Identify our issues and keep together, keep in our wholeness. And what's stopping us is rhythm. So what rhythm are we going to? Are we going to the rhythm of love, or are we going to the rhythm of fear? So we can only have one or the other and everything in between, but they will all the time go back to one or the other. So now is the time to celebrate, to feel your heartbeat and the rhythm of life. In movement and flow, everything has cycles and rhythms. Feel and know you're part of this rhythm through the core of your being. Get in touch with yourself, with your inner self, with all of your parts. Do not let harmony interrupt your rhythm and flow, but dance your dance and sing your song with joy, and others will be infected with the delight of it. So being in our truth, being in our true self, being with our wholeness, so that all of the parts are there to be able to show up. If we're all fragmented off into all these different parts, how can we show up in our true self? How can we find our rhythm? How can we know what our pulse is, what our heartbeat is? So that's what can be in our way this week. So if we can find our rhythm, if we can find our center, bring all of our parts together, make a vow to ourselves that we are never going to let parts fragment off anymore, because when an issue shows up, we're going to feel it. We're going to go through it as a whole within ourselves. So that's the messages for this week. If you need help with any of that, like I say, reach out. We can do a reading. We can do a deep session if that's where you need to go to really find that and really have lift off this week. We're coming to the end of the year and we really want to come in and go, wow, this year has been a lot, but it's also been so amazing to bring all of us back to our wholeness. So if you want to continue with that and wanting to really bring that through for the next year, get in contact with me. Again, patches. I'm always here for Lifewave patches. They have changed my entire world, and I'm watching them as they're changing all these other people's world. So if health and well-being is really important to you, talk to me. Talk to me. It's now. It's a now time. They're about to put out a story thing, like a show on Netflix, and it's really going to really show. So it's about to take right off. So get on board. And if something like that is something that you want to do as a job, and as get out of that 9-to-5 space and really start to work how you want to work, because of you bringing all your wholeness together and finding your rhythm, and you knowing that it's not in that 9-to-5 space, reach out. I've got some cool things to share with you. Have the best day ever. Enjoy.